recently, Moist's coach was caught stream sniping in scrims. And if we want to go ahead and play that clip so everyone has some context of what exactly happened here, I would love to talk about this and even talk about kind of what opinions are on this, how often we think it's possibly happening, and even some punishments around, players even thinking that, like they should not be in scrims due to something like this. And it just sets a precedent of what's allowed and what's not allowed. So if we want to go ahead and play that clip.
Go. I'm not playing these fucking stupid games.
Wait.
Are they They're not here.
They're being dickheads, they can't Sky East.
Are they?
Yep. I'm not playing these fucking stupid games.
Wait, did they just fly around?
Yep.
Where did they land?
So they just thought we were like in survey. And they all three immediately turn around.
Bro, he actually,
We are actually getting stream.
he actually just stream sniped. This guy literally says, "I'm not playing these stupid games." Yeah, they're going Sky East. Nah, bro.
Yeah, so I had no context to this. I just saw people talking and like, yeah, stream snipe, and I thought it was just like something that like not that serious went into play. But when the coaches on comms, which are obviously not literally telling their team, oh, they're not, and this was like during a contest, oh, they did this, they popped and they went to this area. Like, do you guys think that this should be a punishable thing? Like they should be banned from scrims for a day or two or whatever it is, so it sets some sort of precedent that this is not allowed. And honestly, this like Zero has done this. Like he did this on zones at some point where I heard him he pulled up someone else's stream when they didn't have zone on near a mill zone, and he's like, oh, it's ending here, and he looked at zones from another team. Like what do you guys think about this situation? Like I think this is a little worse just due to the con, and you're literally specifically calling out where players are at and rotations that they're doing. But like, do you guys think that something like this should be punishable, or should this just be kind of like a laugh it off and just go next situation? And we could just once again just go down the list, because personally for me, like I've always been very adamant about like professionalism and conduct, and I just don't think that something should just fly under the radar if it's causing an integrity issue in the game that we're competing in.
I say we ban all of them, especially Zero.
Ban all of them.
Especially Zero. But I don't know. I didn't watch like the whole like full video of like that clip. Obviously it's like a pretty short clip. There's a lot of context like missing. Like I don't know what happened after that. Did they just run at them, in Sky East, or I don't know. But like from the clip, it's just like whatever. It's whatever. But it depends on what they did after that. Like they were saying, chat is saying they ran at them and they fought them.
They ran at them at the building, yeah.
Yeah.
They got 2v3'd. So karma.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, that was like a moment of like I guess weakness in a way. Like, they were fed up with it because, the coach, you can hear the coach is like he's pissed off, right? So like if they're we're trying to con and Raven's fucking trying to, throw some tricks at you with the fucking cons. So he got mad, then obviously it shouldn't happen, but I don't. It's like if it happened, it's like more. I would see it as more of a warning. If you do that again, then you will get banned as scrims for whatever. But other than that, like it's kind of whatever. To me, it's whatever. That's just how I see it. But obviously, I would feel different if I was in their position. Obviously, but it was like a one-time thing. They haven't done it ever before, so I don't expect it to happen again. But.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see it being kind of like here's your warning, but this warning is like a broad warning to every team, not just them. And maybe not have Dragger in the calls or something like that to feed information. But I guess, Madness, what's your take on that situation?
I kind of agree that I never saw that. I don't anything drum related. I'm good. I've had my time for that. I've had my time for that.
Back in action. Let's get something.
Yeah, I don't involve myself with that too much. So I didn't even know about that clip. I didn't even know it existed. And I kind of agree. I was kind of confused that I feel like it's missing context. Like I'm assuming that Moist was landing survey and they were trying to split tunnel, and
they were trying to fight for it.
Was that Drops team in Sky East?
Yeah, they were trying to fight for it. But like I think Bleed was like swerving and shit. I don't even know what was going on exactly.
Yeah, because Moist was doing that same thing with us when we were but it was reverse. Like we were landing survey and trying to grab tunnel because we had like I think survey has slight privo on the tunnel, landing wise, than Sky East. It's kind of weird. For some reason, Moist is really, really weird about that tunnel, regardless of where they're landing, whether it be Sky East or Survey. I'm not sure why, but again, yeah, I feel like I'm missing a little bit of context because it just seemed in that clip that he was just like really fed up, which is weird from like a coach. Like, I understand there's like some frustrations with like contesting and stuff, but I feel like as a player, you get like a lot more involved because you're like a player and you're compassionate about it, and like when a team's doing like meme shit, it like frustrates you more. But I feel like for a coach that's kind of like sitting back, like JMO doesn't ever get like pissed at anything, like even if like meme shit's going on.
He like took it personally.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know if there's something going on behind that we don't know about, but yeah, that was really weird that like Draugr, I assume that's who that was like getting really upset. And I definitely know that Draugr's not stupid enough to like literally stream snipe a team, and know that that's like not what's it called? Like he's not doing something wrong, if that makes sense. Like he knew he was doing something wrong if he was stream sniping them. Again, I have to see the full context of the clip, and if like he was actually like giving them like locations, like this is where they're at right now, split looting, like run at this guy, like that shit's ridiculous. But as far as the clip goes, I definitely agree with Hal that it's kind of like whatever. Like if a team says they're conning, and then you land tunnel and you go to loot it and there's no one there, and then the coach is just like, oh, they just fucking ran away. The players could already kind of tell that they like just disappear. They didn't fucking land for it. As far as the clip goes, I don't see any problem.
I do think it's hilarious that they went to fight them knowing where they're at and they got 2v3'd.
Is that what happened? Like Moist just ran at them and died?
Yeah, that's apparently exactly what happened. Like they knew what building they were in, they pushed them and they got 2v3'd at the building, so.
Wow. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I didn't know about that at all.
Enemy, you have any opinion on that? Or you kind of think it's... I do think a slap on the wrist is kind of more... but it needs to be known that like this should not be like just it shouldn't be allowed, and I think that going forward. But I'll let you have your opinion on this.
Yeah, I've seen like the full clip. If I'm correct, bleed ended up flying for the balloon that's at like the hill of Fragment or the hill of Monument, fly into Sky East because they're contesting for the tunnel at Survey, and for some reason Moist, yeah, like I said, Moist wants that tunnel at Sky East, even though Survey really does need that tunnel, considering they will be leaving that POI with like 2 cells at Survey. So, in terms of like the stream sniping, I definitely do at least agree. Like, either like a warning or at least like a day ban. Scrims. Like by all means, I get it. It's like your bleed is probably never going to in the future fly for the balloon towards Monument side, give up all 3, give up Survey to fly into Sky East. They barely even make one of the buildings. But I mean, then again, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it could be a shot. That's a design call right there. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it is
design would definitely call that. That's all
so wait. So wait, was Bleed going Survey and they decided to go land on the balloon and take Sky East because they knew Moist was in the tunnel?
Yeah, they knew they triple land tunnel.
So they just reverse Uno carded, just like took their old POI.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What is the point of that though?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Landing tunnel. Yeah, both teams are triple landing tunnel for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, like I understand now because that's why he said like they're playing games, because if I'm landing Survey and Moist is landing Moist is landing Sky East, I'm landing Survey, and then I'm taking the balloon just to take Sky East, and then they're just gonna get tunnel and Survey when we're literally just trying to get the tunnel. Like you just lose more. Like what is?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, bro.
Why didn't they just go loot Survey?
That makes.
I would have just went loot Survey.
So now I understand why Draugr was so annoyed, because I'd be annoyed too. Like I'm literally just getting like danced around for no wasting time.
They were definitely trolling. They were definitely trolling them. I mean, they literally triple flew to balloons to land in the Skyhook building, and obviously the rest of the clip, Draugr calls them out, and then they run at the building and then fight, and then I don't know. I don't. The whole.
Oh, we're aerial.
So
ripped my camera out.
Snipes pissed about the clip too, bro. Yeah. Took it on his camera, bro.
The whole situation. I mean, I don't know why you would give up.
Oh wait, maybe because of beacons, but there's no. I guess.
I mean, there's recon, but they're.
But it's dependent on who was landing there. If there was a team Epi, Survey doesn't technically need the tunnel.
But if Survey by themselves. They're
It
just,
was just-
there's a team Epi.
Okay.
They get really screwed over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were also just really frustrated with the fact that I think they had lost the previous 2 cons for that, and they were just like, I don't know, it was just all over. It seemed like an act of frustration. But I do think like maybe just a one day like either Draugr can't be involved or they're left out of scrims, because it just sets a bad precedent, like not just for like the pro scrims, but leading into other scrims in other areas as well, when there's like no delay and teams taking advantage of the fact that people are live and doing this. It's just not a good look, especially if like as professionals and we're supposed to be the ones upholding that standard for everyone else to follow. It's just not a good look. And regardless of something happens out of it, I do think it's good that it got called out. I don't think it's something that should just be brushed under the radar, as this isn't a big deal. It's not a huge deal, but it is still a big deal, because I mean I look at there was like cheating in other games. I'm gonna bring up like a Halo situation again of just like pulling host into one situation. Like that team got blacklisted for like weeks for what they did, and it was just like a host situation. It was nothing like too crazy. It was still pretty crazy because it went to a tournament area. But like if teams were caught scrimming that team that cheated, like that team also became blacklisted. So I think it's going to be different for every group of or for every game and every situation. But it's not a good precedent. But we can move on from that. We're going to go into kind of like the state of Apex. But before we do go